So we've gone really deep in these ideas. Let's go on to the second agreement. And the second agreement is don't take anything personally.
Yes, that's a big one. That's one thing that, ever since I was a kid, you grew up with the machismo, with in the streets, in the neighborhoods, And the first thing that they teach us is when somebody's walking, say, hey, what are you looking at? What are you looking at? To take everything personal, no? So we feel like everybody's attacking us, But the one thing that you have to understand is that this is the program that they were giving to us. This is the program that's been for 2,000 years of survival. And, it's a fake one. And, it was supposed to happen, but now we wake up. So now we can see every time we take something personal, is somebody invading our dream, or something invading our dream, or our parasite, like my father calls it, the negative part of us when we corrupt our own knowledge, and it's affecting us, that we take ourselves personal. And just like he said to me once, imagine, son, if you take yourself personal, you're going to take the whole world personal too, because you see yourself in everything. But the moment that you stop seeing yourself, you don't take yourself personal anymore, you begin to change, because you see everybody sleeping, you see everybody dreaming their life. And what does everybody want to do? Impose their knowledge, impose their dreams, impose their way of life. If they see you happy, they want to smudge you down. That's why I said humbly, if somebody says something mean to you, judges you, just know that they're really asking for help, because that's a symptom of the addiction of suffering.
Beautifully said, beautifully said. Now, are there any tips or advice that we can take back into our lives to actually put disagreement in action?
Well, one of the things that I use personally, it comes a little, my father says, that's a little twisted, son, because I said to him at one point, I said, I like to be judged now, father. He goes, what do you mean? It's because every time I'm judged, I don't bite the apple. And every time I don't bite the apple, it gives me strength, And, when I bite the apple, I know that there's something to learn. And that is the power of meditation, to get myself back in the center.
Don't bite the apple.
Yes.
I love that metaphor. That's beautiful. So, are there any tips or common mistakes people have towards disagreement?
Oh, there's many things, because like my brother says, with all the 4 agreements, that they make it into the 4 conditions, saying, well, I don't hang around with people who are impeccable, they're not impeccable with the word. I don't hang around people who don't take it personal. This is life. We're gonna live with our loved ones. We're gonna live with our brothers and sisters. And when that happens, we co-create together. We co-live with life. We're not gonna run away to an ashram. We're not gonna run away to a temple. We're not gonna run away to a pyramid and stay there and hide in a mountain. No. One time I started doing this because I was taking everything personal when I came back from a spiritual journey that I went to. And I started meditating for 2 to 8 hours a day. And Father one day came in and says, knocking on the door, and says, son, what are you doing? I'm meditating. And says, what are you doing? I'm transcending, Father, don't you see? He goes, you're not. He goes, what do you mean I'm not? I am doing it. And he goes, no, what you are doing is you are abusing meditation. And when he said those words, I took it personal. I said, I'm not abusing meditation. You see, right now, what good does it do you if you react from these little words,
Oh, brilliant.
So in that moment, he says, you still consider me your teacher? I said, yes, Father, always. Okay, now it's time for you to do this, and I'm still doing this teaching. He says, it's time for you to meditate with the eyes open. Just the moment that you sit down in your tranquility, when you finish yoga and you're in your peace, nothing can break that peace. Just continue walking, continue doing everything you do, but you always keep that peace, because you're always giving seeds. But you always are in the center. And that's the powerful thing about meditating with the eyes open, is that you don't take things personal.
Mind blown. I love that. That was such a beautiful, gorgeous lesson. I love how you explained that. Not taking anything personally is like walking in meditation with your eyes open. Brilliant.